What's up, Dream Team? So I'm Shan. This is Dream with Shan, and in this video I will talk about special master's programs. It's a video that has been requested. I previously recorded it got deleted, so now I'm doing it again for you guys. So just for anyone who's new to my channel, again, I am Shan. I am an incoming family medicine resident. I completed medical school December 2021 and participated in my school's commencement ceremony this year, May 2022. So I am a medical doctor now. I'm happy. I have done quite a few things before entering into medical school. I work full time in banking, in healthcare administration. I even worked as a car rental person. Like, I've done a lot of things. But this video is to give you information on what to look for in a special master's program. And then just a little bit of background about myself. Graduated from undergrad in 2010 with a degree in psychology. I was originally a biology major. However, I decided that I wanted to pursue a degree in something I was actually interested in. So I'm going to link a video to why you don't necessarily have to be a biology major in order to go to medical school. After that, I participated in a self-directed post-bac program at a local school in my area as a transfer student, and I have a video also on why you should never do a post-bac program. So I will link that here as well, and also in the description box. And then I decided I wanted to pursue a master's degree in order to give myself a more solid foundation going into medical school. So I will go into that now. If you have any questions, remember to leave them in the comment section. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel now. Like this video and share this video so that other people can also learn about special master's programs. All right, there are tons of programs out there. There weren't many in my state of Georgia that offered programs specifically for people going into medical school who wanted to either increase their knowledge, build on their foundation, or increase their GPA. But there were tons of, like, in DC and other states, but I wasn't trying to move. So luckily I found a program in my state that was brand new. It was a master's program at a university, at a medical school, maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours away from where I lived. And they were enrolling for their first class. It was a 1-year program. So I did the program. I completed the program. However, the program did not guarantee me an interview to their medical school. The program did not guarantee me anything other than if I complete this program with the GPA they needed, I would get my master's. So here's where everything gets juicy. I'm gonna try to sum this up in a few minutes. What type of program should you look for? It really depends on what you need. Do you need to boost your GPA only? Is your foundation really, really weak, so you want to kind of like take some additional courses to make sure that you are able to excel at the graduate level? Do you want a program that is directly connected to a medical school so that you can potentially go to that medical school, or you're eyeing that medical school and they have a program, so let me try to do their master's so that I can get closer to see if I actually like this program? Those are several things that you kind of need to think about when you're looking into master's programs. What I recommend personally is doing a master's program that has a direct linkage to a medical school. Like, don't do a master's program at your local university that has no medical school affiliated with it. It's all nice and good, and it'll get you what you need if you're able to complete it based on the requirements that they have. Some master's programs require you to meet a certain GPA or to have certain test scores in order to actually complete the program. So you need to know that ahead of time as well, because I had people in my master's program that passed all the classes, but because they weren't at that minimum GPA, they were not granted a master's degree. So that's something to kind of think about. They failed no classes, mind you. They failed no classes, but they didn't make enough B's or A's in order to boost them to the GPA that they needed. So, like I said, keep that in mind. And why it's important to want to do a master's program that has a direct linkage to a medical school. When I say direct linkage, I just don't mean that a medical school has a master's program that they're offering. I mean, this medical school says that if you complete my master's program, we will grant you an interview into our program, or even better, we grant you a seat in our program. Some programs actually grant seats and others grant interviews, but you need a way to ensure that you're investing this money into this program, your time, your blood, your sweat, your tears, and that you're going to get something out of it. Because sometimes these programs just want your money. Let's be real. You know, the MCAT wants your money. They don't care how many times you take it, they want your money. Some schools and these application processes, sometimes they just want your money. So if a program, think about it, if a program that's directly connected to a medical school cannot say, I've interviewed you to get into my master's program, I think you're qualified enough to actually sit in our class and take master's classes with us and graduate level classes, I saw something in you to want to bring you here. If they can't say that I like you enough or I believe in you enough to grant you an interview or a seat, that means they really just want your money. They really are just, you know, they want your money and they want to be able to say, oh, you know, we produce this amount of master's students, or we've produced this amount of students who have graduated from our master's program and gone into some other type of programs or schools or fields. They don't really care about you actually getting into medical school. You really have to think about that, because if I've invested $50K into your program for a year, I have taken your exams, I've did everything, I've done whatever extracurriculars you required of me, but you don't see fit to actually give me an interview to your medical school, then what was the purpose of even having a master's program here that's driven to and help me increase my GPA or help me increase my foundation for medical school? So like I said, think about that. So that's the main reason why you should only do a master's program. It is connected to a medical school, and if they're offering you an interview or a seat in their class. There's always going to be some type of stipulation to why they're going to allow you into their medical class. Like I said, it's either that you met the GPA or they're requiring you to retake the MCAT and you meet that minimum MCAT. Score that they need. So another thing to think about is, are they offering you, in addition to the master's program curriculum, are they offering you any type of MCAT prep? Because if that's your weak area, then you taking the master's courses is going to help you foundationally, but it's not going to help you test strategy wise necessarily, because the tests that you take in the master's program are made by your professors. Your professors may or may not have experience writing for standardized exams, but they aren't the standardized exam. Standardized exams are really about a lot of strategy. So is that program offering you those things? So again, these are some things that you need to be looking for if you're going to decide to do a special master's program. I'm going to run them back for you again. Is this program connected to a medical school? If the program is connected to a medical school, is it a linkage program? Meaning, are they offering you a seat in their class or an automatic interview if you meet XYZ criteria? Also, do they have some type of MCAT prep if they're requiring you to retake the MCAT in order to get into their master's program? Okay. So like I said, I wanted to keep this video nice and sweet. It's a quick little rundown list of things that you need to evaluate if you're deciding that you want to participate in a special master's program or a master's program, whatever name they're calling it now. Because there are fees when you apply for applications. You are increasing your debt. However, you do qualify for financial aid if you're receiving a degree and not a certificate out of the program. And you just have to weigh the risk and benefits of doing a program if it's not directly linked to a medical school and if they don't offer you some type of conditional acceptance or conditional interview if you meet all the criteria. So hopefully that was helpful. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section, or you can email me and I can try to address what your question is. Also add a link to an article from a former classmate of mine. She did a really good job of kind of naming some programs that have linkages, naming some special master's programs that you can kind of look into. Of course, her blog post is not encompassing of all programs in the US or abroad. However, it does give you an idea of some places that you can start to look at. Again, this is Dream with Shan. I am Shan. I am a medical resident physician that will be starting residency in like a week in family medicine. And my channel is just me sharing my experiences as a non-traditional student, as a mom, as a nonprofit organizer, just trying to navigate through the medical field and achieve my dream of becoming a physician, which I have. So now it's on to the next goal to check off. All right, so again, remember, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Like, come on, join the Dream Squad. Share this video with anyone that you know needs information on special master's programs, and also like this video. So yeah.